Hello and welcome into another video, and today is I know I end up opening a lot by saying it's a weird one, it's becoming a fucking saying, but this isn't my story, and I genuinely don't have much to add to it, but it is still a story that it made everyone in the party that day laugh to the point of it's the kind of thing we needed, and the person who actually told us about it felt better, and I wish that I could give full credit. This is just some random person I met on a fucking Destiny raid who sat there telling us all, like, we were starting to share like embarrassing moments and embarrassing things with games, and I honestly can't remember the story that I actually shared. It'll have been something silly. It really was, because this person put us all to shame. I have never, I don't want to, if I say that then it might spoil things, so I'll get to that at the end of the video, I guess. The reason I've got Metal Gear on, they were a Metal Gear Solid fan, a massive one, and they were being hesitant about what they wanted to, like, come forth with information, and people were like, well, hey, if it's, like, if you're worried people are going to revoke your Metal Gear fan card or anything, then don't worry, like, I've never played the series. In my case, I loved the first two, so Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2, but I didn't actually enjoy the third one. At some point, we'll try the remake, but there was just something about it. I was just really not vibing with the third one after loving the first two, so I never played the fourth one, and now that there's collections coming out, I'm glad, because I'll actually get to play through them. I'm never going to play these. These are not the sort of game that, if you didn't have nostalgia for the old game, then I don't know if going back to it's just not for me, because I struggle to even play games as old as me. I mean, I'm actually apparently older than this. This is rare, unless this is just a Japanese release versus American release trademark. The trademark on this is actually 88, so it's like, that's rare for me to be playing a game like this and actually to be a little older than it. But anyway, I do want to get through them, and the whole reason I've took this little interjection here is I need to explain I don't know the names of bosses or anything from any of the future things. I just know a little bit about the ones that I did play, and I know Psycho Mantis got brought up, but it was specifically because of Psycho Mantis. So now the rest of what you're going to essentially hear should be this person's story, because they'd got to the point of being so shameful, and it wasn't a fake fan or anything. It was, they were in the middle of playing, and I assume it was Metal Gear Solid 4, and they were fighting a boss where suddenly the lights and everything started to flicker, or like in wherever I guess you were doing the fighting, like maybe it was TV screens or something. He definitely said the electrics were starting to flicker, because he said it started, and then suddenly everything went off, and everything went off, all of his lights, his TV, everything. Now, all of us in the store, like, who weren't part of the story, immediately figured out, oh, power cut. This is why the person was being ashamed. And the part that I didn't really want to spoil, I've never been this immersed in a video game. I'm actually kind of envious. Even VR games, I have never been so immersed. To think that it was part of the boss fight. And he started a reason. He's like, hey, like the whole Psycho Mantis thing. And it's like, ah, yeah, I remember Psycho Mantis. But even so, you surely didn't, like, 20 seconds? Are we talking more than 20 seconds? It was almost 2 full minutes of sitting in total pitch black darkness. No lights on, no TV, no Xbox, I think is what he said he might have been playing on. So maybe it was Metal Gear 5, to be fair. No nothing. Just absolutely no anything. And he stood up, not finally realising it was a power cut, but stood up because he thought, if I get up and turn my console back on, it'll put me right back where I am. He was this adamant that Hideo Kojima had done the most magnificent thing in the history of fucking gaming. Something that no one had ever been done before. He refused to doubt that it was just a power cut and that it was actually part of the game. Even when he saw that all of his streetlights were off, all of them, he still didn't realise that it was a power cut. In fact, that was when it finally did dawn, because he actually started to have the thing of, oh my god, did me playing Metal Gear knock out, oh god, it's been a power cut. I've sat here for 2 minutes in darkness thinking, oh my god, it's a power cut, isn't it? I love it. I love it so fucking much. I wish that I could be immersed in a game that much and have that much faith and belief in, like, IG Enuma with Zelda or anything. Any form of belief that a developer could find a way to turn off the entire power of an entire street from someone doing a boss fight. I mean, the implications are fucking terrifying if developers had this power. It would have been scary enough if they'd just been able to turn off the power in that room, that one specific room. It would have been scary enough if it was just turning off the fucking TV. I mean, that maybe would have been, because I know some consoles have this whole auto on with the TV, that I imagine would have been possible, but keeping the console running. But the fact that the console and everything went off, and he was just adamant that, oh, if I just stand up and turn the console on, I'll be right back to where I should be. And even seeing the streetlights, it took an extra 10 seconds or so while seeing the streetlights being out to go, oh, fuck, it's a whole power cut for the entire city, isn't it? And it just, yeah. I didn't mock him. We were all laughing. Like, everyone was laughing because the way he told it was fucking magnificent. And I've probably done a bad job of that. But I didn't mock him because it's like, dude, I would kill to be that immersed in a fucking game. Do you know what it's like? I mean, this is why we play games. The whole point of the meme, it makes you feel like Batman. I've been immersed in games. I've been immersed in VR games. I've like hit my head in my room and had the brief second of, oh, what did I just hit? And wondered, was it something in the VR? And I'm looking around and then I realized, oh no, I'm just too close to the wall. But it's all like split second stuff. It's the sort of thing that you forget and remember instantly, you know? This to take 2 full fucking minutes. I am genuinely envious. And yeah, it's magnificent that to really think that you've got the belief in that in a developer to be able to do that. And the thing is, this is about now become 2 videos in one, I think. Which if so, I might at the very least change footage to the other game. I don't actually know how to exit out of this right now. Oh, that's an awful noise. I was going to put the other Snake Eater thing on. I just don't want to just constantly walk past all of this crap here. But I know Hideo Kojima is in the middle of making it's called OD, I believe. A new horror game, essentially. There we go. It's one of those. Right, reset to the main menu. I know this is just making the video longer as well, but it was annoying me. Anyway, and part of me had the toxic thing to want to put the Japanese version on to see if it is actually a different trademark. But so I know he's making OD at this moment in time, and he's supposed to be saying it's called OD because he wants people to overdose on fear. And people are speculating already, like, what kinds of mindfuck thing can you do to, like, I mean, like the haptic feedback in vibrations. You could do things, especially seeing as there's like the Steam controller can actually make audio, like full audio. Like you can do the is it the Wilhelm scream or the Howie scream? I think it's the Wilhelm scream specifically. They're both great screams. Personally, I'm a fan of the Howie scream, but the controller does the Wilhelm scream, and it doesn't have anything in it that actually plays audio. It's just using the vibrations. You could probably really freak someone out by like having a baby's voice going mama, you know, like there's so many things for haptic feedback you could do. I heard someone saying about maybe ringing your mobile phone, because these companies do have your phone number at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure when you sign into the PSN or something, when you create an account and log in and all that, you have to provide a phone number. So just if it could signal off a fucking phone call, like there's so many mindfuck things that you could do. But at this moment in time, I'm thinking, Hideo, maybe up your game, maybe find out a way to take out power grid when people are playing the game, you know, because that, yeah. So yeah, I don't really have much left to say. I don't even know if I'm actually looking forward to OD, because I like, again, Metal Gear 1 and 2 fine enough. I've played Boktai, I've played a few other Hideo games, and it's like, he's not someone I absolutely revere and have to play absolutely everything he makes, but he's also not someone where it's like, well, he's attached to it, so I'm never going to play it, because it's like, no, he makes quality stuff, it's just not always for me. So the fact that he's trying to make like the scariest horror though, that is actually feeling like he's making something kind of for me again, because I really fucking love my horror, and Alan Wake 2 is probably one of the scariest recent games, and at this moment in time I'm thinking there was a lot in that that was just like jump scares. If Hideo's going to do a lot more than jump scares and do actual like real fucking shit that psychs you out, and again going for Psycho Mantis, if like he's going to have details in that game that can be read out to you that give anything at all that fucks your brain up, yeah, it might be something that I'm worth looking into, I figure. So yeah. Anyway, with that, I'm going to see you up at Sky Fellowship. Until next time, I truly do hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, if there's any moments where you've been so immersed in a game like that, feel free to post them in the comments. Not that, again, I will ever read them. Not that I have asked for the engagement of them. It's, again, as weird as it is trying to build a minor community of the people who are actually here, like, hopefully being able to find each other. It's for that reason, which also, I guess, means that as the unmoderated, the comments might be absolutely full of anything. But hey, I guess I trust in the YouTube auto mods. I mean, hell, the fact that every time I upload a video these days now, it's like, hey, we need to make sure that there's nothing in this that you shouldn't be. That it's like, that as in music. Like, do you think I'm seeing things? I mean, I know I'm discussing mental health in a lot of videos and all that, but do you want to see things? There's videos that I've watched on here that I've genuinely been part of live streams where they're talking about some pretty fucked shit, and I'm like, are there actually any rules on YouTube? But now apparently every time I upload, I get this weird little message of just making sure that you're fine to upload this. And it's like, okay. Thanks, I guess, to the AI bot that's watching this right now in confirming that it was okay to go up. Yeah, weird. I guess of all the fucking videos to have this kind of fucking weird batshit conversation, it is a Metal Gear game. But I know it's an AI bot that watches these videos, you know? Anyway, because, like, why would you ever hire a human? I mean, firstly, I think that would be actually one of the worst jobs. I know I'm really elongating the video here, but I'm pondering now, that really would be one of the worst jobs. Could you imagine being hired and it's like, it's your job to watch literally every single YouTube video that goes up and to make sure that it is allowed to go up on the site? That I actually understand why it's an AI, because I don't know if there's enough money in the world. Like, there's people who upload videos of like 10-hour long paint is drying. If you had to manually watch one of those just to make sure that like 5 seconds into the 7-hour mark there isn't some nudity or something, wow, that would be fucking maddening. Anyway, that's hell on earth. Yeah, until next time, bye.